Good morning students. This is Nandini physics tutorial for IIT JAM, GATE and CSIR NET. So our topic is atomic and molecular spectroscopy, lecture 10. Today's lecture is 10. In previous session, that is in means of lecture 9, I explained spin orbit interaction. In that non-equivalent electrons case, degeneracy, up to degeneracy I find out. Okay. So in today's class I explain the concepts like spectral terms for equivalent electrons. Okay. After then I explain JJ coupling. Okay. So JJ coupling depends upon JJ coupling. Some of the problems are there. We solve that all these things. So today main focus is spectral terms for equivalent electrons and JJ coupling. So first of all, I starts with one problem of finding of spectral terms. This is asked from last year or before last year exam question. So the first I want to start. Find the spectral term problem. Find the spectral term for ground state and first excited state, FES, first excited state of sodium. Okay. So this is the problem given, and find relevant, there is a intensity also there. We want to discuss about all these things today's class. So first problem is starts from find the spectral term of ground state and first excited state of sodium. So we already know that sodium atom solution, sodium atom is Na1123. So this is nothing but number of protons is 11. Okay. So what is the atomic configuration for 11? Atomic configuration. So atomic configuration of proton number is, so 1s atomic transaction 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. See already 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6 10, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So this is the actual spectral atomic configuration of sodium of proton number 11. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So take this is the first exit ground state only, because the first excited state will be shifted. Okay. So this is the ground state. So last state was obtained S state. So that's why. So this is nothing but 3s1 state. Okay. So 3s1. So using this state, I explain the spectral term for that state only. So here what is the L value? L is 0 because S state L is 0 and spin S is equal to half. Okay. So this is actually L state 0 and S state is nothing but half. Okay. So first of all, we want to find out what is the corresponding J values of this state S. So the corresponding J value, J is equal to L plus S22 L minus S. So J is equal to, see, of L is nothing but 0 plus half to 0 minus half. Okay. So J value is from plus or minus half only. Okay. So L is 0 from S state and S is nothing but half, that is nothing but only L plus of only one state will be comes. Okay. Because S is not splitting. So therefore using this formula, but J value is almost all, J is equal to 1 by 2 only. So this is called total angular momentum, J is equal to 1 by 2. So L value from S state is 0 and spin is half. Using angular momentum J is equal to L plus S2 L minus S. So using that formula you will get J is equal to 1 by 2. So therefore what is the multiplicity? multiplicity is 2s plus 1, okay, 2 into half plus 1, so this is nothing but 2, okay. So this is nothing but 2. So therefore the spectral term for ground state is equal to, so 2 into this state L belongs to 0 for, therefore S into what is the J value 1 by 2. So this is the spectral term 2S 1 by 2 for, this is the ground state spectral term. So similarly they are asking first excited state. So first excited state FES, first excited state, that is nothing but 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, okay, 10 is completed, and first excited means the one is shifted to another state, okay. So S state will be another shift, that is called it will be shifted to 3p state, okay. So 3p state, because here the 1 will be shifted to next state, because electron jump from the state S state to P state, that is called first excited state. So it is completely filled shells, no need to take, only the outermost configuration, this is a 3s1 for ground state. Now this electron jump from next higher state, that is called 3p1 state. So therefore transition states from 3s2 to 3p. So this is our transition state, okay. So electron jump from this state to this state. So therefore we want to find out 3p1 state. So therefore 3p1 is the first excited state. So what is L value? L value starts from 1 and S is equal to 1 by 2. What is the corresponding J value? 1 plus half to 1 minus half. So this value is 3 by 2, this value is 1 by 2, okay. So J value is 3 by 2. What is the spectral term for ground excited state? Spectral term for first excited state is equal to, see, multiplicity is nothing but 2 only, 2 into, this is L is indicates for P, so therefore P times J value is 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. So this is the spectral term of first excited state. So this is the spectral term of first excited state. So in this equation I find out the ground state spectral term as well as first excited state spectral term. So simply note, so we will get ground state spectral term is 2s half and excited state is, first excited state is 2p 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. So in first excited state the sodium atom will be starts splitting. So in first excited state it splits into 2 levels, it splits into 2 level, okay. So this is called for first excited state the sodium atom will starts from splitting. So the next topic is, this is the first excited state, this is the ground state potential, that is called first excited state, this is the ground state spectral term, that is called first excited spectral term. So once again I use these two spectral terms, okay. So spectral terms, using these spectral terms, see, ground spectral term is nothing but 2 multiplicity times of S 1 by 2 2, okay, and this is the ground state potential, and first excited state potential is, first excited state is nothing but 2p 3 by 2 to 1 by 2 2. So if the transaction starts from first excited to state to ground state to first excited states, it was not splitting, but it splits, it is splitting, okay, it is a doublet state, I think. So this is the ground state represents, this is not splitting, okay, but the first excited splitting into further 2 parts. The first excited state splitting into further two parts. So this is a P state and this is a S state. This is not splitting. This value is represent 2s 1 by 2 and this value is represent 2p 3 by 2 to 2p 1 by 2. Okay. So therefore there is a shift between these two states, P state. Okay. So, what is the possible transactions from according to delta L is equal to 0 plus or minus 1. So, this is the transaction rule, this is called transition rule. So, using this transition rule I can explain further in next class next topic is transaction rules. Okay, these transaction rules are comes under quantum mechanically. So, transaction is possible transaction from P to S state is, so this is represent one transaction because 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So, that is called 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 will 0 is one transaction, and P3 by 2 this is one transaction will be said. So, this value is a D1 line, this is called D2 line because this is the sodium atom Na. Okay, because sodium atom consists of two doublet, this is called doublet, D1 line and D2 line. So, this is called doublet, this transaction is doublet transaction, doublet. Okay. So, here the transaction possible from P to lower S state and higher P to lower S state. So, therefore, what is the intensity of this sodium light? So, at high temperature their intensity is 1:2. Okay. And one more important note point is here temperature is independent of, sorry, intensity is independent of temperature. So, intensity is independent of temperature. Why? Because it is does not depends upon temperature. If temperature is increasing, this transaction will be allowed. Okay. So, actually allowed transactions are intensity is depends upon the allowed transactions. Okay. So, if the temperature increasing or decreasing, whatever it may be, the intensities are never changes. Why? Because the transactions are allowed at high temperature, at low temperature. So, that is the reason intensities are always independent of temperature. So, the intensity of the sodium spectrum is 1:2 because it having one ground state and two excited state, two splitting of excited state. Excited state is doublet state and it is a singlet state. So, the intensity of S state is 1 and doublet state is 2. So, this is the intensity distribution of sodium atom. So, how to find out the spectral term for ground state and how to find out the spectrum term for first excited state, we can see in this session. See, in ground state I can explain simply from using configuration. Okay. So, number of protons, how many protons are there present in the atom, based on that protons we can split the configuration of that splitting. So, using that configuration the ground state represents the last term and first excited state means when electron jump from ground state to first excited state. So, therefore, this value is shifted to another more value. So, that is nothing but transaction is possible from 3s to 3p. So, that is why we indicate 3p dash. So, from that equation I can find out this spectral term. See, here this is the ground state, actually this is the first excited state. So, one more, what is the total degeneracy of the state? In sometimes they are asking degeneracy, how to find out the degeneracy of sodium atom. Okay. So, that is also one important thing. Sodium, find out the spectral term and degeneracy. Spectral terms, degeneracy, intensity. 3 questions are there actually in one question. So, sometimes they are asking what is the degeneracy state. I already tells degeneracy, how to find out the degeneracy. In previous class I explained one formula also. Okay. So, that formula is very helpful to find out the degeneracy, that is the shortcut formula. Once again I write the spectral configuration, after then I implement that formula. Okay. See that. So, this is the finding way of first excited state and ground state of the given atom. So, any atom you will consider the atom depends upon that atom configuration. So, atomic configuration, due to that atomic configuration we can write ground state and first excited state. See, total degeneracy. So, total degeneracy, how to find out degeneracy? So, degeneracy means simply we can say that degeneracy is nothing but degeneracy is equal to sum of j is equal to 0 to n. Okay. Summation of 0 is equal to 1 to n, 2j plus 1. So, this is the degeneracy. Now, what is the spectral term So that once again I will write the spectral term for sodium. So proton number is 11. Okay. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. So this is the spectral term of ground state spectral term. So in that configuration, so first of all take this, I will apply directly shortcut, take these two values. So transition is possible from 2p6 to 3s1. Okay. So 2p6, 3s1. Okay. So take this equal. I already tell how many electrons occupied in p shell. P shell is nothing but actually for p state L value is 2, sorry, L value is 1. Okay. And the number of electrons, possible values of L is 2L plus 1. So number of 2 into 1 plus 1, that is nothing but 3. It contains 3 subcells. Okay. So 2 into 2L plus 1 possible total number of electrons. These are number of electrons occupied. This is number of shells. So 2 into 2L plus 1 and 2 into already 2L plus 1 value is 3, that is nothing but 6. So total number of electrons occupied in p state is 6. Okay. And factorial, how many electrons are there right now? 6 electrons. 6 factorial is 6 into, see this is how many electrons occupied in S state, that is 2. Okay. So therefore only S is nothing but, see S is same, if you find out how many subshells in S, 2 into 0 plus 1, that is nothing but 1 state. So number of electrons 2 into 1, 2. So therefore 2 electrons occupied in S state, out of this 1 electron is there. So 2 factorial C is equal to 1. 2 factorial 1. So therefore 6 factorial 6 means it is 1 only. Why? Because 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial, simply 1. Okay. And into, so 2 factorial divided by 1, 2 factorial divided by 2 minus 1 whole factorial. So that is called 2 factorial by 1 factorial. So this is the value. So from this equation, this value is nothing but 2 only. So total degeneracy is 2. Total degeneracy is 2. Sodium atom total degeneracy is 2. Okay. So this is about all this theory right now. Shall we move another topic, that is called equivalent electrons. If you consider, in previous class I explained non-equivalent electrons. So if the non-equivalent electrons, how to find out the spectral terms for non-equivalent electrons. So now in this case I explain how to find out the spectral terms for equivalent electrons. So that is our aim. So this is a theory about how we solve the problems. Okay. Right. So next concept, equivalent electrons. So equivalent electrons. Once again, equivalent electrons. So how to find out equivalent electrons? Spectral terms. I want to find out equivalence electrons spectral terms. So in equivalent means both L and S are same. So both L and S are almost same, must be same actually, both L and S are same. So therefore, for example, examples are like that: Np square, Nd square, Nd cube, like. So these are equivalent electrons. Okay. So there is no another more state is there present. So only one state of 2 electrons. So Np, this is a principal quantum number, this is a state, p state having 2 electrons, principal quantum number, and d state having 3 electrons. So those type of electrons are nothing but, those type of equivalent electrons are nothing but equivalent electrons, and we want to find out the spectral term for this type of equivalent. So for that purpose I do one small example. Okay. So take that example, I want to find out the value. Okay. First of all, take the example 1. So Np square only I will consider. So Np square. So that is called, p square is nothing but 2 electrons are there in outermost configuration. So in this case I want to find out first ml values and ms values. After the two values I will get, then only I can find out how to find the spectral terms. Okay. So, first I want to take what is the L1 value. This is the two states actually, NP, NP, okay, nothing but NPP state. So, L1 is equal to 1, L2 is equal to 2, okay, and similarly S1 is equal to half and S2 is equal to half only. So, consider this is NP square, means it is a two states, I think two or equivalent states. So, therefore, take L1 is 1 for one state and L2 is 2 for second state. S1 is equal to half for first state and S2 is equal to half for second state. So, therefore, now I want to find out the possible values of ML and possible values of MS from the above equation. So, first of all I want to find out the possible values of ML. Okay. So, how to find out the possible values? So, ML I want to find out the possible values of ML is nothing but 1 from these two equations. What are the possible values of ML? Simply for L1 is possible values 1, 0, minus 1. Okay, for M2 is also, sorry, you will consider L2 is the same number because equivalent, that is why L1 is considered only 1, L2 is considered only 1. Okay. So, simply take the possible values of ML is nothing but 1, 0, minus 1. So, simply take the MS values. In this configuration is totally different. We can use ML value and ML value. So, write first of all ML, take the box like, okay. So, this is called 1, 0, 1, you will write ML here, and similarly ML here 1, 0, minus 1. Okay. Simply write this is a 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. Similarly, 1 plus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1. Okay. Similarly, 0 plus 1, 1, 0, see minus 1. Okay. Similarly, minus 1, minus 0, see minus 2. Okay. Minus 1, minus 2. So, simply take like a boxes like, if you take the like boxes. So, therefore, see simply minus 1, 0, minus of minus plus 2, sorry, this is plus 2. Okay. So, simply 1, see what are the possible values of these state right now represent, see this is nothing but for L is equal to 2. So, this is nothing but see I will do some mistakes. Once again I write all these things 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Okay. 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 minus 1, minus 1. So, minus 1, 0, minus of minus plus 2. Okay. So, therefore, simply split all these things. So, little bit confusion. So, 1 second I want to check it. Okay. So, simply right. So, here I take possible values of ML from this equation 1, 1, possible values of L is nothing but ML is equal to 1, 0, minus 1. So, ML value take in this take the diagram like ML value represent here and here. I will represent here 1 ML value and represent 1 ML value 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1. Okay. So, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1. Okay. Take just addition 1 plus 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1. Right. 0 plus 1, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus minus 1, minus 1. Okay. 0 plus minus 1, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1, minus 1 plus 1, 0. Okay. Minus 1 plus 0, minus 1 plus 1, 0, minus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 plus minus 1, 0, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Okay. So, this is the value. So, simply block, just divide the block. Okay. You will get, see, 2 2, see 1 0 minus 1, 2 1, see 1 minus 1. So, this is 1 minus 1, actually 0, this is 0. Okay. So, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 0 0, 0 minus 1 minus 1. So, remaining, see, this is the ml value and this is ml value, L value, ml value. So, this is ml value. For this is S state represents for 0 and this is state L is equal to 1 represent, this is the state L is equal to 2 represent. See, if you consider one equivalent case, equivalent electrons, you will get possible values of ml for these two states are nothing but 2 1 0 minus 1. So, the L values are starts from 2 comma 1 comma 0 minus 1 minus 2. Okay, you will write represent L values are nothing but possible, ml values are these values, L value. Okay, next take the possible S values also, because S is nothing but, see, simply S is nothing but ms is equal to plus or minus S. So, possible values of ms. So, therefore, ms is equal to either plus half or minus half the value. So, simply I consider that same diagram once again. So, 1 ms is represent here and see 1 ms is represent here. So, simply take. So, simply take ms values are like that. So, for that purpose ms values are minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. See, minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2 to. So, this ml value first m 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Similarly, this value is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So, simply add 1 plus half 1. Okay. Half minus half 0. Half minus half, see, half minus half plus half 0. So, minus half minus 1. So, this is nothing but, okay, splitting like, so similarly, understand what is that? Now, possible ms values, these are the ms value for S state and these are the ms value for simply. These are the S is nothing but right now S is equal to 0 comma 1 only, splitting 0 1 from this equation. You will get L value and S value, both are you will get. So, using these two values, once again you find out J value, total J value. How to find out total J value? I will explain. See, understand what I am saying that. So, once again I explain, but little bit confusion I get because a lot of days back I used this shortcut, right now I forget. Okay, simply take equivalent valent, equivalent electrons. Equivalent electrons is spectral term. I want to find out the spectral terms of equivalent electrons. Okay, what is the equivalent vectors? Both L and S are almost same values. So, Np square, Nd cube, Nd power 5, Np 6. So, all are those type of only single electron representation. These are. So, example I consider Np square. For that purpose L is equal to 1, L2 is equal to 1, S1 is equal to half, S22 is equal to half, because it is a equivalent electron, but in this case I consider 2 times L1, L2 both are equal electrons, S1, S2 both are half only. From this L value you will get possible values of ML is equal to 1 comma 0 comma minus 1, and similarly from S value you will get possible values MS is equal to plus or minus half. Using the two charts, these are two tables. So, these tables are one ML is horizontally, one ML is vertically placed. Okay, so addition of all these things will be like that. So, this complete state is represent for ML for 2, value 2, L value 2. So, this is represent for L is equal to 1 value, and this is represent for L is equal to ML is equal to S state. So, this represents for L is equal to 0 state, L is equal to 0 state. So, this is represents for L is equal to second state. So, this is the way of finding total L number. So, similarly, S is nothing but half only, plus or minus half. So, therefore, plus half minus half, this will gives only 0 and 1 value. Okay. So, 0 and 1 value. So, right now I want to find out angular momentum J of these two values. So, you will get S value 0 1 and simply L values are coming from L is nothing but 2 comma 1 comma 0. Okay, so using that equations I want to find out, because this ML value actually these are the possible values of ML and MS, but in case I take L values are First of all, I take for P state, so that's why I will consider only for P state. Okay, if you consider D state, no problem, you will get all these the values for D state. This is that from D state and this is from P state. So using P state only because this value is only corresponding to P state. So therefore I represent here total angular momentum value. How to find out? So here L value starts from 2 comma 1 comma 0 because of P state, okay, and see S value starts from 0 comma 1. So J value consider that, see similarly. So take the 2 comma 1 comma 0, this is the L values, and take S values like that 0 comma 1. But in equivalent electrons we can use two techniques to find out, because this is actually term for antisymmetric system and it is term for symmetric nature, because it shows odd values. Antisymmetric means odd value and symmetric means even value. Okay, so even value. So first of all, do for antisymmetric way, you just need not to write. See, antisymmetric system only explain the symmetric nature. So antisymmetric function, what are the antisymmetric function? This is antisymmetric function, that will be not represented here. So come to this case, these two was not explained. Why? Because see, if it is odd function and even function. So if you consider for antisymmetric notation, then simply leave it odd number. So if you do the symmetric system by using symmetric method, so then you can just leave it the first two, only the value, in between value. So right now 0 plus 2 only 2, no need to write addition here. So 0 plus 0 is 0, okay, and 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2, and 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. So that is nothing but 2 comma 1 comma 0. So the total spectral terms are, see, multiplicity here 1, this is represent for D state D, and what is the total angular momentum J? That is nothing but 2, okay, so 2. Similarly, what is the total? These are represent total angular momentum values, J values, okay. So next, this is represent for one state, multiplicity 1, and L is equal to 0, S state, okay, and this is a 0, S naught. So these are the spectral terms of first two, and come to this is the multiplicity 1, here 1 is there, multiplicity is 3, because 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3, multiplicity, and this state is represent for P is equal to L. So therefore P is equal to L means P state, and what are the J values? 2 comma 1 comma 0. So these are the spectral times, okay. Understand why I am consider actually spin and space both, because we are consider parity functions, okay. So antisymmetric and symmetric function. So here antisymmetric means it is completely see, antisymmetric means both one is up spin, one is down spin. Symmetric means both up spins or both down spins. Understand how, why I am eliminating these conditions, these positions means, see, I can explain by using concept. Generally anti-symmetric system represent one up spin, one down spin. In symmetric system we can explain one up, both are up or both are down spins. These are symmetric nature. So in the case of 0 here represents anti-symmetric. So therefore this is only paired electrons can be explained, okay. So simply you consider we have two electrons, one is up, one is down pair. So this is valid function. If you are take 0 means both will be cancelled, okay, both will be cancelled, at least represent 0 term. So these two are nothing but, okay, antisymmetric nature. So here come to see here 2 and 0, okay. So 2 is also one up, one down. So this is antisymmetric function, and this is only one electron. One electron means it is either spin, up spin or down spin, okay. So that's why this antisymmetric function was not explained this state. That is the reason why I am don't care condition I put, okay. So in this case come symmetric situation, symmetric will be possible because the symmetric is nothing but only both are up spin, both are down. So here only one electron, that is called up spin representation. Only one means it is not symmetric, it is not anti-symmetric, this is a symmetric function. So that's why this state only explains symmetric spectral term, remaining are don't care. So remaining are don't care. So that is the reason how I find the spectral term by using equivalent electrons. So what are the procedures I done for equivalent electrons? First of all, take p square, np square or nd cube, whatever it may be. You will take for nd cube, L value starts from L1 is equal to 1, L2 is equal to 1, L3 is equal to 1. So take three different ways. So per p state, take L1 is equal to 1, L2 is equal to 2. Okay, L2 is equal to 1. So take S1 is equal to half and S2 is equal to half. Okay, similarly here S is equal to S1 is equal to half, S2 is equal to half, S3 is equal to half. Okay, the possible values of L we can find ML value and possible MS value you can find. Both using this values, some of the L values are given, some of the L values are given capital L and some of the MS value gives capital S. Okay, so first of all I want to find out total ML values and total MS value. The possible MS value I will write here, the possible LS value I write here. So ML value I will consider L value and S value, and after then I find out the J spectral terms. But here in equivalent condition I use the one more important topic, that is called asymmetric function and symmetric function. So in asymmetric function means it is a paired up like, okay, one up spin, one down spin is there. In symmetric nature, either both spins are up or both spins are down. So for this purpose, the anti-symmetric function is not explained but symmetric, and a symmetric function is not explained as a anti-symmetric functions. So that is the reason why I am using don't care condition here, because the don't care condition will gives this don't care condition gives these two functions are is anti-symmetric in nature. So therefore symmetric function is not explained anti-symmetric function. So that is the reason why I am writing here. So this is about equivalent electronics equivalent electron spectral term find out. Okay, so the next topic is right now selection rules. The next topic is selection rules. So selection rules. What are the selection rules actually? So for suppose selection rules for single electron and many electrons are there. Single electron, so single electron, many electron. So I will consider selection rules for single electron and many electron. So many electron case, actually these selection rules are coming in quantum mechanics, on the basis of quantum mechanics. Okay, selection rules are actually is classified into single electron and many electron. If you consider many electron system or single electronic system, but these selection rules are comes under quantum mechanics. So in quantum mechanics there is a hydrogen atom is there. So in quantum mechanics we deals with hydrogen atom. So in that session we can explain what is electron, single electron, how the single electron transition will be allowed, how many electrons transition rules are electron. So these are the selection rules. So what about single electron selection rule? Delta is equal to 0. Okay, delta L is equal to plus or minus 1 second. So delta L is equal to actually delta L is equal to plus or minus 1, delta S is equal to 0, and delta J is equal to plus or minus 0 plus or minus 1. Okay. So for many electrons delta L is equal to 0 plus or minus 1, delta S is equal to 0, delta J is equal to 0 plus or minus 1. So these are the possible transitions. Okay. So L value represent plus or minus 1, then electron jump from higher state to a lower state by using states. Okay. So delta S means a spin. If spin of electron jump from one state to 0 state, that will be 0, then only it valid for single electron, and this is the delta J values. Using any one of the selection rule you can find the transactions of spectral terms. Okay. So for this is the about the selection rules. Okay. So I implement these selection rules into many of transactions in problems. Okay. So there I will explain all these things once again. Okay. So this is about right now selection rules for single electron and many electron. In single electron, delta L is equal to plus or minus 1, delta is equal to 0, and delta J is equal to 0 plus or minus 1. In many electron, delta is equal to 0 plus or minus 1, delta S is equal to 0, and delta J is equal to 1. Okay. So next topic is JJ coupling. Okay. So JJ, write small s, JJ coupling. In previous class I explained LS coupling, LL coupling, orbit-orbit interaction, spin-spin interaction, spin-orbit interaction. Right now JJ coupling. Okay. So generally as atomic number increases, that is actually Z increased. Okay. As atomic number increases, both LS or LS coupling, coupling break down and formed JJ coupling. Okay. So whenever atomic number increases, more increases, then that is Z increases, then both LS coupling is breakdown and finally formed JJ coupling. So that means atomic number increasing, depends upon atomic number, LS coupling will be breakdown. So if you are certain atomic number onwards, LS coupling will be formed. Further atomic number is increasing, then coupling will be breakdown and finally it interact with JJ coupling. Okay. So for example, if you see that, okay. So finally I explain these things. See, so that is nothing but capital J is equal to sigma Ji. So this is called JJ coupling symbol. Okay, from L starts from 1 to n. So J is equal to summation of L is equal to 1 to n Ji. So this is called total JJ coupling value. J is equal to sigma into J into L. So therefore the values of possible values of J is equal to L1 plus S1 to L1 minus S1. So these are the possible values. Okay. So that is nothing but, see, this is the JJ coupling J. Okay. So one L1 coupling and one S1 coupling. So both are precision about their own axis and finally form JJ coupling. Okay. So this is about JJ coupling. Right now I want to find out the spectral term by using JJ coupling. Okay. Spectral term by using JJ coupling. Spectral term by using JJ coupling. Okay. Spectral term by using JJ coupling. So for that purpose I consider one PD configuration. Okay. In that PD configuration, what is the L values? So take PD configuration. Using the PD configuration, I explain JJ coupling. Okay, so spectral term by using JJ coupling. So generally what is JJ coupling? JJ coupling means when atomic number is increasing, LS coupling will be breakdown and finally it forms a JJ coupling. Okay. So for this is got nothing but total angular momentum, that is called sigma L is equal to 1 to J is equal to. Okay. So I is equal to 1 to, this is nothing but I is equal to 1 to n Ji. The possible values of J is equal to L1 plus S1 to L1 minus S1. So take the spectral term of PD configuration. What is the, for P state, what is L1? L1 is equal to 1 and S1 is equal to 1 by 2. So what the D state, for D state L2 is equal to See, L2 is equal to 2 and S2 is equal to 1 by 2. So, these are the spectral terms of these two equations. Right now, I want to find out J1 and J2 both. So, what is the possible values of J1? J1 is nothing but L1 plus S1 to L1 minus S1. Okay, so this is the one J1, and J2 is nothing but L2 plus S1, S2 to L2 minus S2. Okay. So, the possible values of L1, J1 is equal to, see simply J1 1 plus 1 by 2 to 1 minus 1 by 2. So, this value is 2 plus 1 3 by 2, 2 minus 1 1 by 2. Okay. So, J1 values are 3 by 2, 1 by 2. Similarly, what are the J2 possible values? J2 is equal to 2 plus half to 2 minus half. Okay. So, J2 values are 2 plus 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay. So, take J1 values are 3 by 2. Similarly, same chart I am using in previous case non-electron, non-equivalent electrons and equivalent electrons. In this case, I explain one chart is there. Using that chart, we can find those spectral terms. Okay. So, that spectral terms are represented as, see that spectral terms are as used as. So, that spectral terms are right now, I am using the spectral terms. See, take again chart. So, J1 value J1 is represent here and J2 is represent here. So, this is nothing but total spectral terms J2. So, J1 is, what is the J1 value? J2 value. So, this is J2 actually, this is J1 value. So, in J2 value we are using 3 by 2. So, this is J1 value. J1 value, this is J2 value. J1 value is nothing but 3 by 2, 1 by 2, and this is 5 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay. So, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, sorry, this is J2 value is 5 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay. 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2. So, 5 by 2 plus 3 by 2, 2, 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So, this is the theory actually. So, 8 by 2 to 2 by 2, okay, 1. So, 2 ones are 4. So, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, these are 4, 3, 2, 1. Similarly, 1 by 2 to 6 by 2, 6 by 2 to 4 by 2. So, this is called 3, 2, 3, 2. So, this value is 3, 2. Okay. And similarly, 3 by 2, 3 by 2 to 6 by 2, ante 4. So, after 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2, 0. So, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And this is nothing but 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, see 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 2, 4, 2, okay, minus 2 by 2, 1. So, 2, 1, 0. So, this is now 2, 1, 0. These are the spectral terms. Okay. Spectral terms are for spectral terms. How to find out the spectral terms? It is, I am using the same method in non-equivalent case. I use this method to find out the spectral term. Now, right now I use the same technique to find out the spectral terms. So, see, finally, write the spectral terms. Spectral terms. So, how to write the spectral terms? See, this is nothing but J1, J2 spectral terms. For this case is 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And this case is J1, J2. For this case is 3, 2. And this case is J1, J2 of 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. In this case, J1, J2 is equal to 2, 1, 0. Here substitute like no problem. If you take J1 value is nothing but simply this is I will write. So, from this one J1 value is 3 by 2, 5 by 2. So, you can write no problem 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2. Okay. And simply J1, J2 values, what is the J1, J2 values? J1 is nothing but 1 by 2, 5 by 2. So, simply here you will take 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Simply here you will take 3 by 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay. So, this is the spectral term of this equation. So, this is about JJ coupling. So, using JJ coupling I find out the configuration spectral time by using JJ technique. So actually JJ coupling is nothing but whenever the atomic number of atom is increasing, at the time the LS coupling will be breakdown and finally form JJ coupling. So JJ coupling, JJ coupling. So using the JJ coupling technique, I want to use the spectral terms. So for PD, for P state, L1 is equal to 1, S1 is equal to half, L2 is equal to 2, S2 is equal to half. Using the technique of J1, J2, J1 possible values are L1 plus S1 to L1 minus S1, and J2 values are L2 plus L2 plus S2 to L2 minus S2. So I want to find out J1 value, I will get 3 by 2, 1 by 2, and J2 value I will get 5 by 2, 3 by 2. So using the same technique in non-equivalent electronic configuration, because these are non-equivalent electrons. So using the non-equivalent electron technique, I use this chart. Okay, I want to write J1 values here, J2 values here. By using that, finally I use the correction by using the same formula. Once again I use J1 plus J2, because the formula, what is the formula for J1? J is equal to J1 plus J2 to J1 minus J2. So that is the, so for the using of this formula I can expanded this. I will get spectral terms. Okay. So this is about today's class. We will meet at lecture 11 tomorrow. Thank you very much.